Hey Sergio, how's it going? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. I talked to you Wednesday morning about getting a video out to you. So I wanted to thank you again. I appreciate you taking the time of your day to talk to me and letting me get this video for you and sending it over to you. So I have the homepage of your website pulled up here, which I'll kind of dig into here in just a second. I always like to look at a Google page here, their search. And I searched a buyer intent keyword, keyword if I lived in Olathe, Kansas, and I was looking for some roofing. This is something I would type in to find, a roofing company to do that service for me, right? Now, the first thing we're going to see are the, Google guaranteed ads, which you are actually right up in here. So as well as I do, these are trusted and verified companies. Of course, they're local, and then you guys are the ones kind of rotating in here and filling the spot. And these do convert fairly nicely, as I'm sure you know as well, just because of how much exposure you get being right up top here within the Google search. Now, next thing you're going to see are some typical Google ads. These aren't always, or they don't convert very highly as these Google guarantees. As the fact as these don't always necessarily link up with the location that you're typing in. So this is a roofing company out of Columbia, Missouri, where I'm located at. So, nobody out in Olathe would be choosing these guys to do some work for them. Now, the other thing you always want to be within too is this Google Map Pack, like you currently are, right? So you have a Google business profile, it's completely filled out. Google isn't having to guess on anything. Obviously, you have good reviews with great ratings, and you probably have pictures within your Google business profile that are geolocated to Olathe and the surrounding areas. So obviously, Google is recognizing that your Google business profile should be ranked up within here, right? So you're optimized out, and Google recognizes that again, and is throwing you up within these top 30 organic listings of the Map Pack. Now it's huge because these top 3 are going to get a lot of clicks, right? Because most people are not going to hit the small businesses and start scrolling through to looking for other people, especially when you got the amount of reviews you 3 have and the ratings too. So why would anybody else even be looking, right? So 30 to even 50% of your entire traffic is most likely coming from being within this Map Pack, okay? Now, the next plus, or another great place to obviously be on the Google page here, is on this first page of organics. So for this particular keyword I'm searching, we're going to see quite a few directories. And then this first company that's showing up organically is the Roofing Man. Then we got Whittle and Sons, then Olathe Roofing Company. And then we got another ad here down at the bottom. So I'm not seeing you right here on this first page organically, but obviously you're here on the Google Map Pack and up here on top in these ads as well. So with you being in the Map Pack already, it's going to be much simpler and an easier process to get you to rank here within the first page of Google. So let's kind of see what's going on here. So I pulled up your website here. Now, the first thing I notice, again, right here at the top, I don't know what exactly, I think your header here might be blocking this top section out of the, the service areas that you reside in and do work within. So that was something you could simply, rework your header to move it down and give yourself some more space so these show up, and not be cut off like this halfway through. So it's just something that would help the look of the website. Now, I always like to look at a homepage of a website too. The main reason being the amount of content that is on it. Now, this is a huge thing when it comes to Google, because Google has basically a sweet spot when it comes to content, which is going to be 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage alone, okay? And then within those words of content, every 150 to 200 of those words, you want to have one of those buyer intent keywords, like I searched within Google, roofing Olathe, Kansas, or roofing, Lenexa, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas. I know you do work on Missouri side too. So those cities residing over in there, like Independence, right? So you want to have those types of keywords within your website and on your homepage so that you can be ranking for these areas for the services that you provide, right? So that's one thing I would definitely start with, is optimizing this homepage for sure, to getting the right amount of content and keywords on here, okay? Now, the next thing I did is I threw your website within this paid program I use called Ahrefs. Now it's going to give me a quick dashboard and overview of, how well the website is ranking within Google, and some other, features I can kind of dive into. You can see here I can be clicking on a few of these as they turn orange. For the sake of video, to try and keep it shorter, I will not. But this is great to do some quick comparisons too, which we'll do with the roofing man, okay? Now, as we can see, your DR and UR rating. So these are ratings regarding your trust and power within Google. So the DR is for your entire website. The UR is going to be for the homepage in this instance. Now, you're building a trust and power within Google from these backlinks, which come from these referring domains. Now, the big thing about these is you want them to be of a high quality. Of course, you want quantity too, but you want to make sure it's better to have, 10 or 20 quality backlinks than 100 that aren't worth a damn thing. Okay. Now, a backlink is basically, your website link within another website that somebody can click on and come to your website. So let's say you had a Facebook profile for True Grit, right? The company, and within a couple posts or the description of the company, you guys have a link to your website there. That would be a backlink through Facebook, which we would consider the referring domain at that point. So you got to build these up to start, again, building trust and power within Google. And then the main thing here too is how many keywords you have throughout the entire website. So you're only ranking for 12 keywords on Google within the website. So you want obviously more keywords than that, because you work a lot of different service areas, and you want to make sure everybody within those service areas can find you when they're looking for roofing in those areas. And that would drastically increase the amount of traffic you're getting, because you got to have the keywords within there, build trust, and then you'll start to rank within those first pages of Google, especially with you already being, on some of these map packs. So Google already trusts you, your Google business profile. Now we just got to get them to trust the website too and start ranking you there as well. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the roofing man. So it looks like he stays more on the Kansas City side as he goes into the Kansas City metro area as well. Let's see. So, yeah, okay. So taking a look at his homepage real quick, as you can see, he's not even necessarily within that sweet spot of content either. So it makes your job even easier when it comes to outranking him. If he's not optimized, and you optimize and get the correct keywords in there, Google's going to trust you much more, okay? And obviously, they'll throw you up ahead of him. So as you can see, his trust within Google is very similar to your guys, right? So there's not much extra work you need to do to start beating out the competition in Olathe, at least. We'd have to do some more research to see, some of the other areas that you serve. And Kansas City will be a little bit higher, of course, since there's more competition in the area, but it's something that can definitely be done. And the easiest way to start out would be picking out these other areas like Olathe, Lenexa, Independence, so on and so forth, that are going to be easier to rank for within Google. And once you start ranking in there, then you can start going for those, higher competitive areas and really, really burst your way up into those areas as well, like Kansas City. So we can see their ratings here, relatively higher. These are scores out of 100. So now their backlinks and referring domains, a fairly similar amount there, but look how many keywords they have, right? So they're ranking for over 300 keywords within their website, which is going to give them that extra boost into traffic, because Google has more options to rank them within. So this is what the type of traffic and, the opportunities or jobs that you could be missing out on, right? If you could boost up your traffic to 200, and in your case, honestly, I think with the amount of areas that you serve, could be closer to 500 probably. You could definitely, even if your closing ratio was horrible, which I'm sure it's better than a 5%, that's just a low case scenario. That's an extra 10, 20, 30 jobs a month, if that's even something you can handle, right? And at that point, you could kind of nitpick through the homeowners you want to work with and the jobs you would want to do too. Pick the jobs that are of a higher profit margin. So that's just the traffic you're missing out on, and the opportunities that come with that. Not setting up or optimizing the website here correctly. You're already doing a great job on having yourself within the Google Map Pack. So good job there. Just keep this up to date and optimized, of course, and make sure you don't lag off there. And then, of course, I'm sure you're getting some great conversions through this Google ad as well from the Google guaranteed ads. But I would definitely start working on the website here, getting this optimized and getting the keywords within there, because you're going to want more than 12 keywords so you can start bringing in more traffic. Okay. So I think this will do it for the video. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me on Wednesday morning. And then I do appreciate you taking the time to watch the video as well. If you would, I would love to hear some feedback from you. Did you find this valuable or not? Either way, it helps me out. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns too, please feel free to reach out. And you can do that whether it be an email, phone call, or a text. That'll all be embedded within the email that I send this video in. So thank you once again. Have a good rest of your day.